Hi everybody, I'm Tom Ernst. I'm a partner and physical therapist with Oxford Physical Therapy. June is National Safety Month, so I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about our Oxford at Work programs. I'm sure most of you have come to our clinics and had an amazing experience there. And so our Oxford at Work program is an outreach, if you will, from our clinic experience. We truly have a passion for preventing injuries in our on-site programs. And when I say on-site, you need to understand that that means we are interacting with employees or people wherever the work is going on. If it's a construction client, we're out there with them. If it's a company where we're manufacturing, we're in the manufacturing group. So it's important to know when we talk about on-site injury prevention, we go to people. We do that all across Ohio, northern Kentucky, and southeastern Indiana. And again, we truly have a passion about this. We get fired up about this. I've been doing it for more than 10 years. And so I really love to work with people and really focus on what we call 3 leading indicators. First thing we talk about is early soreness. So when we're with a client, if someone has an employee we're working with, say you have a sore shoulder from tossing with someone over the weekend just out in the yard, we're there to help you with that. If it's a work-related issue, we're there to help you with that also. That's our on-site early intervention piece. The 2 other things that we focus on are ergonomics and then human movement patterns. So ergonomics pretty straightforward, working with the height of things, working with potential setup of the workstation. The other part of it is the movement patterns. So if you're doing a job, it may not be necessarily intuitive on how to use your body to do that job. And that may cause structures to break down and have issues over time. So we're there to work with you, much like a pitching coach working with a pitcher, to try and refine the way maybe you're moving and using that body so that it doesn't break down over time. We really want to help people be healthy from hire to retire. So, we've been very successful with this. We've never failed to return less than a 50% decrease in work-related injuries and costs with all of our clients. So we'd love the opportunity to work potentially with you or maybe your employer. So if you were interested in getting more information, we'll talk about that here in a little bit on how you could reach out to us to potentially request a meeting or potentially more info. So we had a few questions come in that we're going to answer here for you, and hopefully if there's other ones, reach out and let us know.
Yeah, there's a few people watching right now, so if you guys have any question related to Oxford at Work or Fit for Work or on-site prevention, let us know. But some questions that we have are, what is an appropriate size of an employer that would benefit from a program like this?
Well, that's a good question. So although we apply services here in Ohio, northern Kentucky, and southeastern Indiana, we actually have the ability to help employees all across the U.S. and Canada. We have a number of clients that span that big of a footprint. So really there's no client too small or a client too big really for us to work with. So that's a good question, but we really can tailor our services to meet the needs of any real client out there, or any employer, if you will, whether you have 50 employees or whether you have thousands. We're able to tailor the program for you.
Awesome. Another one is there a particular industry that benefits most?
So a particular industry that benefits most. Good question. But as I mentioned earlier, we have a multi-industry foundation. So we really work with employers, whether it be construction, manufacturing, distribution, transportation, you name it, we can really kind of fit that industry because we have basically a menu of services, if you will, that really help an employer, whether that be before they hire an employee all the way through that employment process, again, from hire to retire. So different parts of our program may be appropriate for different employers in different industries, but we really have the ability to help people in any industry.
Okay. If I am an employee, why do I want this service at my company?
Yeah, good question, because when we start with a new client, that's typically a good question that we get asked a lot. But what's the benefit? If I'm an employee working for a company, what's the benefit for me? Well, think about it. If I'm coming around, I'm a physical therapist or an athletic trainer coming around on a weekly basis, I'm breaking down all the barriers for you. I'm going to come to your workplace, in your work environment, and check on you and see how you're doing. If you have a sore shoulder, well, you don't have to wait until it gets quote-unquote bad enough for you to take off work and go do something about it. Someone's right there that can offer you advice to really help with that issue day one or very early on, and that allows it to heal and recover that much quicker. So it really is an amazing benefit for employees, and also we have a lot of information we provide on wellness and health and just how to keep your body in tip-top capacity. So it really is a good benefit for employees. That's really who celebrates the most with this program, if you will.
Awesome. Last question. What if I think my company could benefit?
All right, great. So if you think your company can benefit, we'd like you to check out our website. There's a link there to our Oxford at Work program. Allie's going to put that on the feed here for you. So you can click on that link and request more information. We typically will start with an initial meeting, 20 minutes or so, just to gain some information, some background, and then reach out to the employer. Obviously, if you're directly the employer or maybe your employee, you could provide us with appropriate contact to see maybe if there's opportunity there for the program to fit for you and your employer.
Awesome. And if there's anybody else who has a question, right now would be the time to ask Tom. But Tom, right now, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys.
Thanks for everybody's time. Have a great day.